My name is Sister Marie VenHorst. While I was wearing a veil, they called me Sister Mary Helene. I appreciate the opportunity to tell you a little bit about my life. And I grew up with among 8 siblings. I attended a public grade school, graduated from a Catholic high school, and then at the age of 16, I had often thought about being a nun, but I kind of thought that was a little bit too young. So I decided to take a year of business college and then try to get a job during the Great Depression, and then I could think about being this nun. Well, anyway, so I did get the job, and it was as a stenographer. Now that's a question of being a secretary at a business company. And you know, it was one of the firms in Davenport, and it was an opportunity for me to grow up. So this was a time when I was involved in a couple of very serious automobile accidents that were work related. One was a head-on collision with no seat belts available and a windshield that must have been made of very thin glass because my face went through that and was completely shattered. Well, anyway, I thought, well, that's the end of that. So I thought, well, maybe they will accept me. I'll give it a try. But I had serious doubts that I could be a nun with looking like I did. But anyway, they accepted me, and I was happy to earn my degree while I was there at Marycrest College, which was a very recently established institution by the Sisters of Humility. Well, anyway, but what did I know? I thought maybe I can be a kindergarten teacher, not at the college, obviously, but I could be a kindergarten until somebody told me that, "Oh, Marie, you're much too tall." Well, now, what can I do about that? So anyway, I thought, well, it's not my decision to make. When you are a nun, Sister of Humility, they make the decisions for you, and all you get to do is do the work. Well, anyway, I did get there, and they were, at that particular time, they were very interested in getting faculty for Marycrest. So I was chosen to go into science. Well, anyway, after I finished my baccalaureate degree, I did go to St. Louis University, where I earned my master's degree in science, in chemistry. A few years later, I had the chance to complete my doctoral program in physical chemistry. Well, I was most grateful, and I was happy when I could join the faculty at Marycrest. Well, anyway, the years went by. I enjoyed teaching, and when I reached 65, it was time for me to retire from teaching. Well, at that time, I was sent to set up a baccalaureate program for those people who were working full-time and didn't have an opportunity to finish their degree. So I established that program, which was quite popular. In fact, it was the only one in the Quad Cities at that time. And then two, that it gave the employees an opportunity to keep their job and at the same time to earn a degree. In fact, some companies were so appreciative of this that they even paid for the employees' tuition. So anyway, that went on until somebody else took over, and I was advanced to associate dean. But it was for the college at that time was being taken over by Takeo University. Now, this was not any longer a part of Marycrest. There were plenty of opportunities for women now to get their degrees in any field that we had available. And so I did no longer have to serve as teaching. I did work as a institutional researcher until the college closed in the year 2002. But I do like to remember that at that time I had the opportunity to serve at a Our Lady of Retreat, which was available and operated by one of our sisters. It was wonderful because I had an opportunity to enjoy the country scenery and all of those kinds of things. I do remember, though, that while I was working as a faculty member, I had the opportunity to do some research in cooperation with some of the students, those chemistry majors. The students did the research, the lab work, which took a lot of time, and then I cooperated in writing the articles and then submitting them for a publication. And we received about, I think it was over 30 from various magazines and journals, and published, and they were published nationally and some statewide. So that was a golden opportunity. Then also, while I was in the teaching in the faculty, I published a monthly news article that went to all of our sisters from news from all of the sisters. Well, that became very popular too. In fact, sometimes they read that before they read the president's letters, the president of our institution. So anyway, then as furthermore from that, I went on to plan other kinds of things. I did sewing projects for some of the sisters. I did printing some things on my computer. I helped them with developing various articles and so on, which was fun. But at the same time, I was getting a little bit older, and so now, as I reached my 97th year, I look back too, because I completed 75 years as a Sister of Humility. And as I look back, I look at the work of the sisters and how did we view it? Well, we were helping, it seemed like helping everybody, even those who just thought they might like to have some help. So I view it as an opportunity to work with others and help them, and at the same time, it was an opportunity for me to make the effort to work with our services to others, teaching, nursing, computer science work, any kind of missionary work that was available, we were involved. In all cases, these efforts that were being made were really opportunities for me and for all of us to bring God's love to those we were helping. And that is my story.